I dug a grave at a tombstone for the money. Okay, all right, I'm sorry, y'all. I'm a little out of character. You know what I'm saying? Pluto just dropped another banger, man. This album, I'm really loving this album. I know you may beg to differ. I know we don't always have the same viewpoints on the trap rappers. And,
no, man.
You know, but. Go ahead, bro. Just tell me something, bro.
I want you. No. This is your moment. We came through. We came with the Isaiah Rashad joint. Okay. You know what I'm saying? Okay. I was able to do my thing. So this is you.
You right. All right, y'all. I'm really trying to just compose myself over here because I'm a OG Future fan, as I like to call it. I've been listening to Future since 2010. I don't know if y'all are familiar with his first mixtape 1000, but that's how he started. A1FBG. That's how he started with Rocco. And man, this man has evolved like tremendously, man. I was listening to some of that old music the other day, and man, this shit is light years away from what he was making when he first came in the game almost 7 years ago. Now, a side note, before we get any further, man, I'm hearing some crazy news that speaking of A1FBG, you know, Rocco started that. I'm hearing there was a lawsuit between Rocco and Future. And Future is expected to pay his next 2 royalties to Rocco.
That's crazy.
That's crazy. Future is...
You talk about an L.
L. We talking about one of the biggest rappers at the moment. Solo artist. One of the biggest, you know, you mentioned him, you mentioned Drake, Kendricks, J. Cole, you know what I'm saying? He's in that elite status of rappers. Maybe not lyric-wise, you know, that some people may say, but as far as shows and the amount of fans... You can't argue that.
This damn near about to be like deja vu with a Chronic, man. Dre down, he made Easy's payday.
Man, you ain't lying.
I feel like, man, I feel like, how do your pride feel knowing like, yo, these next 2 projects that I'm making, like, and the thing is, it ain't even like, he can't come out with like 2 bad projects back to back. That's too risky. Regardless of we know the motive behind it, it's too risky, but it's still like these next 2 projects that I make, I'm pretty much doing it to feed another man. Right now, he gonna have to, have to worry about the shows. You know what I'm saying, and big performances he's doing on live TV or whatnot. He's gonna have to use that to, you know what I'm saying, to keep it going. Cause it don't sound like this album money. These albums are big. You know what I'm saying. His fan base is only growing with every album that comes out. It seems like the buzz just gets a little bit bigger every time because he keeps us guessing. Like, I had no idea this album was coming out when it did until he said, look, album coming out Friday, expect it. Now, to the album itself, right,
man, I think this is one of Future's best job at actually making the album. Because deeper than the music, he has some skits on there.
Yeah, I like the skits.
And you mentioned
Take Me Back to the Dungeon, fam.
Yeah, Easy made Dre's Payday. It made me think of the Chronic. You know what I'm saying? You got the little funny skits on there at the end of Good Dope, or at the end of Zoom before Draco comes on. He's making kind of fun of Atlanta artists with Lil Draco and Lil Stendo. They at the radio station. I guess it's a little skit or whatnot. They real hype or whatnot. Then it's another one. I think he got. I want to say it was Lavelle Crawford or something. He's a comedian on another song. I can't think of the song because I think the skits are placed at the end of songs in between, so you don't know when it's a skit. But I think that helped the album flow a little bit more. You know what I'm saying? Gave it a different side of the Future. Now the standout so far that I'm hearing people rock with is that Draco. You know what I'm saying? Because this 2016 was the year of the Draco.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? For sure. I.e. Big Soldier. I ain't even gonna go past that, but you know what I'm saying? What do you say? Draco season with the big bag. Rat Chat got a little kickback. You'll never ever get your bitch back.
You know what? I really want to jump into my opinion on it, but I want you to give your opinion, man, because I'm gonna have to really be devil's advocate, man.
That's fair. I mean, honestly, 1 through like 9, all bangers. You got, I'm gonna just name a few. You start off with Rent Money. Your baby mama fucking better than the rent, dude. And you got Good Dope. I already mentioned Draco. Zoom, that was one of my instant favorites. That Mask Off,
I love that.
Mask Off.
That beat is for you
so,
right away.
It's so melodic and just smooth. And I already knew before I listened to the album it was gonna be that one song on there that's just smooth as hell, but Future just talking real trap. You know what I'm saying? Like real smooth. Like, cause I think previous album, the Percocet stripper joint. I just took a dose of Percocet. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of groovy. You know. Let me see. Oh, Scrape. Scrape is probably the trap favorite on the CD.
I like Scrape.
He talking real greasy. He said, "Oil bass may take a little longer. Got me scraping a little louder. Took a couple losses with the cane. I'ma have it made me stronger."
Hey, okay.
I mean, he talking real greasy though. So I don't know, man. Overall, I like the album. Out of a 5, I'm not gonna say 5 because it ain't no really music coming out nowadays that's perfect. But I'm gonna give Future a solid 4. Solid 4.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Now you know what? I'm gonna go in and like I said, I'm gonna play devil's advocate and I'm gonna say this. I like the album. I actually like the album. It's actually good. But what I will say is, after actually like really sitting down listening to it, it made me come to the point where I gotta discredit Future for his creativity and just for his artistry, period. Because I feel like just listening to it, I feel like, okay, these beats is hard. What's pulling me into these tracks? What's making me like these tracks? And I feel like it's not what he's saying. You know what I'm saying? It's literally the beats is what's pulling me into these tracks. And it just made me feel like, I feel like just about any Atlanta artist with potential can really do what Future is doing, man. I feel like, I mean, besides him having a good ear for beats or whatever, I just feel like as far as like the stuff that he's saying or whatever, it just don't sit right with me, man. I think the music is good, don't get me wrong, but I think maybe a big part to play with that is the fact that you have so many of these quote unquote mumble rappers out, and it just kind of like watered his whole style down. Kind of like the same thing happened with T-Pain with the whole auto-tune thing.
They bit the wave, and now it's like you forget to respect where it started almost.
Yeah. And that's, I mean, it just made me feel like that just listening to it, man. And I know like Future has a big following, man. Like I said, I feel like the album is good. You know what I'm saying? I think the music on there is phenomenal, but I just feel like so many other artists can do it. And I just feel like that's what's so whack about the rap game right now is that you got, you know, your Lil Uzi Verse, you got your designers or whatever, people that just come in and kind of quote unquote mumble,
and snag off of other people's style.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? And it kind of it's gonna get to a point where it's just like, you know, oh, Future, we got Future here, we got this Future, we got a bunch of these artists.
Almost like when Gucci first got out, he dropped the song "All My Children." He was just rapping like, all these rappers my kids. Yeah. And for a certain generation, Future can say the same thing. Like, damn, you're a reason. You're a reason. What? When I first heard Young Thug, you know, it didn't sound like Future, but I understood where it came from. Same with Rich Homie. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's notable, but where's Rich Homie now?
I don't know, man.
You know what I'm saying?
I think Rich Homie got smoked for all of them rape lyrics he kept putting in his music. He got schmidged.
It was a lot. Yeah, he had to endure a lot, man. But
you know what? All in all, I'm gonna say, just from the music itself, and just in that area of music, being trap music, probably gonna give it
like
3.5.
3.5.
Soft 4.
Soft 4. Yeah, because I was thinking between 4 and 4.5. But like I said, I don't want to give no album no perfect. I'm not Sorcerer vibing, giving 5 mics, none of that. I ain't doing that. Because that means I was just probably being biased. In order for me to give a perfect, that means I like every song on the fucking CD. Simple. And I didn't. I probably really like 90% of the songs, so it would be safe to give it a 4.5. But if you haven't already listened to it, go get that new Future entitled Future. You get it Spotify, iTunes, wherever you get music, you can get it. So check it out. It's The Wave. We back at you with another week. We coming with more.
Boy.
Bala, do your ever. Oh, I'm sorry.
Man, it's going viral. I guess it's called Hurt Bay. I never really got a chance to watch it, so right now I'm gonna take my time out and I'm gonna check it out, and I'm gonna let y'all check it out with me. Here we go.